Hi, good morning everyone. My name is Dr. Salah from Dental Clinic, and for the topic or the question that I have received for the day is the importance of, or why should we visit the dentist every 6 months? So this is a commonly asked question here in the clinic as well, and many of our patients on a regular basis. I get this question from most of my patients. So to begin with, you have to brush your teeth 2 times a day for full 2 minutes. You should also be flossing your teeth on a regular basis. So, but however perfect that you are, there will be situations or there will be areas where it's hard for you to reach. So when you come to us every 6 months, we identify these hotspots and we clean them up and make sure that it will not progress or it will not lead to gum disease or a further cavity. So at the same time, we have patients who develop plaque and calculus deposit more rapidly. Once the plaque settles down and it solidifies into a thing called calculus or tartar, it's almost difficult to clean it up or brush with a brush. So you will have to go to your dentist and have him or her clean the teeth up with a lot of detail and remove them. If this calculus is not removed in a timely manner, it can lead to worse gum disease. It can also lead to cavities. It can also lead to some amount of tooth movements. I have seen spaces develop between the teeth just because the calculus has pushed the teeth to the sideways. Another reason that you need to visit the dentist on a regular basis is for us to identify things that can or issues that may happen and prevent them from happening. So one of them can be precarious lesions. Precarious lesions are like small dark spots. Some of them are easily removable. We don't need to have a filling done. We just scrape them off and polish them down, and that should be enough. Sometimes we put pit and fissure sealants so that they do not progress into a deeper cavity. So these are ways to prevent cavities, and cavities, once they happen, then we will have to remove a certain amount of tooth structure to do the filling, and the filling has to be constantly replaced. That's another point. So when you come for your 6 monthly checkup, we will inspect all of these fillings, make sure that the fillings are intact, especially around the borderlines of the fillings, which is crucial for the success of the filling. Because if there is a small crack, and that crack is good enough for this bacteria to re-enter the tooth surface, and they will form a new cavity. We call them a secondary cavity right below the filling. And this cavity can actually grow deeper and develop into a state called root canal treatment all the time while you are not aware of it. To your eyes, maybe the filling is doing fine, but in our eyes, we may be able to identify that there is a new cavity that's growing underneath it. Another reason could be like bad breath. So when you come to the dentist, like we identify infections, or some infections are painless, especially gum infections are painless. There could be abscess, draining abscess, but at the same time it's not painful at all. So these infections can cause a lot of bad breath as well. So identifying them can also clear out some certain issues and help you out there. Another thing is anxiety. So one of the main reason why the patients or people stay away from the doctors or the dental treatments are that they are afraid of them. They are afraid of the treatment. They are afraid of the pain. So if you come to us on a regular basis, most of the time the treatments are painless. Most of the time the treatments can be easily taken care of without anesthetic, and it's simple. It's quicker, it's faster. We can avoid multiple visits to the dentist as well. So, and this way you don't have to be necessarily afraid of the doctors or the dental treatments. And another thing is you can also keep your cost of the treatments very low. So if you visit us on a regular basis, most of the treatments that we have to offer you are preventive treatments. And most of the preventive treatments are not only painless, but they are also more effective economically also to your budget. So so you'll not have to shell out a lot of money on treatments like root canals, or eventually if you have to have that tooth pulled out, then you'll have to go for more complex and more expensive implants. So and this you will be able to keep your teeth intact. Another thing that we have identified in many of our patients, especially children, is that they have teeth that are especially in mixed dentition cases. So mixed dentition means it's a mix of milk tooth and a permanent tooth. So we have this stage wherein the milk tooth starts to fall off and the permanent tooth starts to come out. So sometimes the child or the parent is not aware that the tooth is about to come off or fall off, and the permanent tooth may erupt in a different or a wrong position. Sometimes it could be a space issue. So these kind of things can be identified when the child is brought to us on a regular basis. And we will be able to tell the parent and the child that this tooth has to come out immediately because there is an erupting tooth behind it. And with this way, we can also minimize, maybe completely avoid orthodontic treatment or braces treatment, but sometimes we can also minimize the treatment time that's required for the braces, or even the cost included in the braces as well. So see, there are so many things that will help the child to reduce the dental anxiety as well. So when the child comes to us on a regular basis, every 6 months, the child gets familiar with the surroundings of the dental clinic, with the doctors, with their staff, that they are super easy to take care of them. They are not afraid of us, and we can provide them painless treatments as well. Unlike for patients who come to us with pain, they are already traumatized and they already have a lot of pain, and with that pain they are afraid of the treatments because they know that whatever that we do, that might be more painful. So all these scenarios can be avoided if you are visiting us on a regular basis. So I hope that was more clear to the reason why you have to visit the dentist and have your teeth cleaned and checked up on a regular basis. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you all the best, and the new year is around the corner. So just maybe less than 24 hours. So, and let's all take this moment in time to make a pledge for the next year and so on, that we will have to brush our teeth 2 times a day and floss as regularly as possible, and visit our dentist and say hi to them every 6 months. Thank you so much for watching. It was fantastic having you all here. Thank you.